everyone, and welcome back to Caitlin's Corner. Today I'm doing not just any student bullet journaling video, but one completely geared towards exam season. I just finished up midterm season myself, but I'm already starting the planning process to hopefully make final season in December a lot less stressful than midterm season. This came highly requested on Instagram, so if you're not already, I'm going to shamelessly plug my username at Caitlin Marie De Silva. You can come follow me there and join in on my hashtag Planner Monday sessions on Instagram stories. Okay, so let's just dive right in. First page I have is an exam schedule page. As you can see, I will have 5 exams. These are fake exams because obviously I don't want to publish my actual exam schedule on the internet. But what I did here was I created a little calendar date for each exam that I do have, and then right beside it I just wrote the time of each exam. And this is just so I can easily see which exams I have when, so I know which exams probably need to be more of a priority during certain times in December. I really loved how this turned out, and then I used my tombos to add little pops of color to the page, and I just think it ended up coming out super cute, really easy as well. To the right I have a study planner, and as you can see I have a section for November and December because I'm trying to get ahead of the game and actually start studying in November so that in December I'm not panicking. Technically, I guess I could have eliminated all these dates because I will be off for the holidays. I've assigned a color to each of my courses, and then what I'll do is for each day, I did like a little example up here, I will put which course I'm going to study for. I'm not going to get specific as to like how long I'm going to study for each course, but just which courses I do want to at some point tackle in the day. So on the 2nd, I want to do some Math 134 and some Eco 250. This was a really simple spread to set up, and yes, I could have just done this kind of planning in my weekly spreads, but I kind of like the idea of having an overview of my study planner in one spot in my journal. And we proceed onwards to pages 3 and 4. Both of these pages are a sample of what I will be doing for every single one of my courses. I fake filled in this spread so you can see what's going on and how I'll use it. The course RSM 500, to my knowledge, does not exist, but that is where I'd write the course code and right next to it the exam date and time. And then below that on the first page, what I've done is essentially written out the course syllabus, what we did each week, the topics that were discussed, learned. And next to that, I have a timeline for me to figure out by which date I want to have reviewed which topics. For example, by November 15th, I want to have already reviewed weeks 1 and 2's material for RSM 500. Then on the right page, I have a grade breakdown for the course. This is where I would list the tests and projects that I have or had for the course and what grade I received for each of them. The final exam is yet to be determined, so below here I have a section where I can write my target grade for the course in general, and then based on the marks I've already received, I would be able to figure out what I would need on the final to get that target grade in the course. And then once I actually write the exam and get the mark back, I can write the actual grade. And then below here, I just have a section where I can write areas of improvement. So as I'm reviewing each of the topics throughout the course, I can write down right here anything that I should be reviewing a few more times to make sure I master it. Moving on to the next 2 pages, we're heading into more project planning because even though this is an exam edition student bullet journal video, I know during exam season is usually when you have, or people have, a lot of assignments and projects due. On the left, I have just a basic assignment planner where you write down the class that the assignment is for, the title of the assignment, and the due date. And then below here, I just created a box for you to write down all the tasks you would need to do for the assignment. There is a section right here where you could create a timeline so that you could schedule out when you'd want certain tasks to be completed. But I just decided to go very basic with this spread. To the right, I created a format for doing research assignments. I really wanted to create a spread for research because I don't know about you guys, but there was a time when I would do all my research and realize that I have all these notes, but I have no idea where I got my sources from, and then I'd have to spend all this time backtracking, which is just a waste of time. So it's better to just do it right right from the beginning. Basically, at the beginning of a research session for my assignment or paper or whatever it is, I would write down the source. For this fake research format page, I used Wikipedia, which is an awful source for university and college at least. And right below that, I would write the URL. And below that, there's a section for you to obviously write notes, and you can use your Tombow to highlight any important pieces of information. I included sections to write notes for 3 sources, but for most papers that I've written at least, you would need a lot more space. So you may want to make one source just even 1 page in your bullet journal, but it would follow the same format. Finally, we are on to the last 2 pages, and the one on the left is an essay outline. At the top, I have a section for your thesis, because if you've ever written a paper before, you know that the thesis is the most important part of the essay. And below that, there's a section to write each argument and the evidence that you have for each argument. I kept this all on 1 page because my intention would be to use this after all the messy brainstorming and planning has occurred. This would just be a condensed version for me to write up so that I have a simpler thing to follow while I'm writing my first drafts. So hopefully that makes sense. If you wanted to get a lot more detailed, then you could obviously make this 2 pages or 3 pages. And last but not least, I have this quote that you guys have probably already read, and it says, "Without school, it's really hard to know what day it is." I saw this on the internet. It made me chuckle. You know, during final season, even a quote like this can be motivating enough. And there you have it. There is my student bullet journaling video exam finals edition. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And I'd love to hear in the comment section below which of the pages that I showed today you think would be the most helpful during final season. I will see all of you soon with a new video, and until then, bye everyone.
Just an ordinary day. I was